All right. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. That should be better. I was playing Rocksmith earlier, and that always resets my microphone volume to like 98%, which is not great. But we should be good to go here, so hello there, everyone. And welcome to Corey Loses, where today we are going to be continuing our CSA playthrough in Imperial Civil War 2.3. So, for the rest of this playthrough, we are going to be doing it live on Thursday nights. The community challenge playthrough should be starting next week. We were going to stream it on Friday, but then I did that poll, and so it's going to be done in regular episodic format. So that'll be going up on Saturday now, the first episode of that, and that'll be taking the Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday schedule that EAW stuff usually does now. But yeah, so we are going to try to focus on taking out the Pentastar alignment today, like we have been. We have our fleets over here. I am going to queue up a few new units. So we have USS Entertainment here. And over on this side at Mandalore, we're going to grab La again. So that's all of our capital ship patron units are finally being built. It's only taken 20, yes, this is episode 27. Yeah, so yay. And then we can queue up some other regular units, or some other frigates. We want to do that. I guess we'll build up this fleet a little bit more. So let's get Proton Star for that. Unit in production. And that's all of our money. So we are going to clear out their fleet here with Ibdakit. No, that's what's that guy's name? That's Wern Outro. And this is our main fleet with Kryn. So hopefully we should be able to go from that up to Entrala. But, you know. The downside here right now is today I don't have music set up, but, you know, I can do that. Just let me know how the mix is. I'll just turn this down. I don't know how well you guys can hear that. I can adjust that as we go. Uneckhart's Ladder with XP Gamers need to do a Sins of a Galactic Empire campaign. Well, we actually make our own Sins mod with TR, which generally I play instead of Sogi. I mean, it's not a bad mod, it's just... Me and Shaq have done a playthrough of Ascendancy before. If they wanted to do it again with a future version, then I'd definitely be up for that. I think there were a few other YouTubers that were going to do, like Shaq Eckhart's Space Dock. I forget who it was exactly. They were going to do some sort of Sins playthrough in one of the mods, but I'm not popular enough to get invited to that yet. Because we are planning the coordinated Fall of the Republic stuff with Shaq as well. Really, with that kind of thing, it's more on whether they want to do it, because they are the much, much bigger channels. Alright, so this is just a small fleet. Nothing we can't handle. Oh, my mouse is just so horrible. The enemy hero is Wyn Otro. He's more of an economic hero. He was like he ran a corporation. One of the ones that signed the at the Pentastar talks. Alright, there we go. Now he's dead, so it doesn't matter who he is. Beginning construction.
Construction complete.
I don't know how well this will go.
Construction complete.
But let's see if we can kill Reaper, which should still be there, unless they moved him away. Yeah, they've left him here.
We've located the enemy.
Turn that up a little bit. Okay, let's, they're not going to be able to respond very well at first, because it's so big and spread out. Let's get in here and destroy their stuff. This mouse is horrible now. I don't know what's happening with it. You can see when I'm trying to drag stuff, it'll just deselect.
Reinforcements canceled.
Ugh.
Reinforcements canceled. Reinforcements.
I think the button's broken. God damn, this has been my week.
Reinforcements en route.
Trying to select stuff when coding has just been horrible. I'm gonna end up losing this ship because I couldn't get the support in fast enough.
Choose your reinforcements.
Oh, you know what? I might need to switch this mouse. You guys do Ascendancy. The Separatists aren't in Ascendancy. Separatists are in Sins of Galactic Empire. Ascendancy is our mod for Sins that covered the same era as Imperial Civil War does. Sins of a Galactic Empire is a separate mod.
Reinforcements canceled. Reinforcements canceled.
God damn, this is
I got one.
cryptic.
Locking on.
Alright, I'm gonna pull you over here. I wonder if this will work if I... Hold on. This one has such a low sensitivity. Well, let's see how that goes. Yeah, this feels even worse. I need to get the program that lets you set the DPI. Ah. What a horrible life. No, so the Pentastar alignment only used Lucrehawks like in 2.1 because they used to be able to capture the CSA territory and build some CSA related stuff. But now obviously, then we moved it to Zinj in 2.2, but now the CSA is their own faction, so no one else builds their stuff. Alright, you guys gotta get over here and hit those fighters. Get some Gozantis in here.
Yes, sir. On our way.
The lasers are our target.
Falling out of formation. I'm on them. Draw their fire. Ready for command, sir. Attack formation. Skip ray blast boat here.
Ugh, this is...
Armed and ready. Weapons charged.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch that mouse after.
Gladiator at your command.
Use the one I've been using on my laptop or something.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Kind of sad because this is a relatively new mouse.
How about a little help? Can anyone else see him? Locking on. I'm losing my engine. I'm getting torn apart. Intercepting. Changing course to intercept. I'm on
The lasers are our target.
We will retreat soon. Now that we've taken out some of their infrastructure stuff, and I'm gonna lose the bulwark and the invincible because the engines are down on both.
I'm on them. Coming around.
Those torpedo launchers must be destroyed.
Just want to take out as much of this stuff as I can before we do.
For jump to light speed. They're coming in quick.
The bulwark is dead anyways.
Where are you? Taking fire. I can't
God, I want to.
hit like that. They're hitting us.
What's wrong with this? That is super annoying.
Star Destroyer
All
reporting
right.
in.
I'm actually gonna cancel that, and I'm gonna get Men of Harlech back first because this is all Z95s, which aren't what we need in this fleet yet. Oh, you combine with another fleet instead of just going to an empty slot.
Construction complete.
That's always helpful. Is there a way to make ships with destroyed engines keep fighting like no hyperdrive fighters after retreat order? No. They all follow, like, all the retreat logic follows the same stuff.
Building started.
Can't change that.
Tactical battle imminent.
Yep, they're invading Weyland with Joris.
There they are. Blast them.
Eh.
Awaiting orders. Ready.
Oh my god.
Moving out. We've secured a landing zone. Roger. Advancing.
Alright, let's get a V there.
Reporting in.
Turret constructed.
Roger that.
Nope, you guys get back. He's a Jedi.
Warm up. Squad, move out. Right, sir. On our way, sir.
And you guys are gonna have to come and kill those.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Target confirmed.
The Jedi are really good at deflecting infantry shots, but vehicle stuff, not so much. So now that we have all these other vehicles here, he should be killable. There we go.
Report order acknowledged.
Fitting George, yeah.
Cannon charge.
Wanted the cloning tech for himself.
Copy. Right away, sir. I copy. Moving to secondary position.
Alright, so we can leave that stuff there for a second. These guys... I'm gonna see if we can take out the last Transitory Mist. I think they had some other stuff there before, but wait a minute, how did you...
Tactical battle imminent.
Did we know they had that? We might have. Okay, this should be winnable.
The enemy is approaching.
It's just a Dominator. How's the music volume for you guys? Is it too loud or too quiet? Can you hear it all right? Please don't shoot me. Let's get some extra fighters in there.
Target those lasers. Target locked. Eliminating target.
We can actually throw in Debt Collector, Milanese Pride, Corporate Warlord Star, and why not?
Excellent shot.
Order confirmed. Destroy the shield generator.
Right. The Interdictor's dead.
Priority is the laser mine.
Intercepting.
The New Republic will still have the other Transitory miss, but we should be able to block the Empire from getting into our territory more with this. And we can probably just head back and kill... Oh, I think that was when Card was there. Yeah, it was like Card and Tarek or something. It's all coming back to me now. But yeah, so one of the things that's most commonly reported as a bug in 2.2 is the thing where when you finish a GC, the air progressive ones, it doesn't actually finish because there are some planets off screen, which I don't know if I removed them before. No, I did remove them before we started this. But basically what they do is on era changes, it gives the units for it gives the new heroes for the Empire, New Republic, and Empire of the Hand somewhere to spawn. But now, because we'd initially tried to lock it out with story scripting with the release of 2.2, but that didn't work. So we had to put in basically whatever we could to make sure that they didn't crash the game, because that's what happens if you don't have somewhere for them to put stuff. But over the last couple of days, I've been putting them into Lua, so now those planets are gone, the heroes spawn through Lua, and you shouldn't have to deal with the game not ending. You can actually finish the campaigns properly.
The enemy has been spotted. Choose your reinforcements.
Right, this will be an easy one.
Reinforcements en route.
Your favorite Star Wars Legends story? My favorite Legends book is probably Outbound Flight.
The lasers are our target.
Timothy Zahn's my favorite author in Star Wars, but
I have them now. Excellent shot. I got one.
basically he got better and better as an author as he went, so his later books were usually better written than the
Target
earlier ones.
System conquered.
Right, so we have this little Imperial Protectorate down here. Come on.
Cruiser reporting.
I need to find the sweet spot on my mouse to click where it'll work. Okay,
System lost.
get in there.
Tactical battle imminent.
Alicia. Did the hut? Oh, or Aridu, not the huts. They're called the huts in the code, so this makes sense. But yeah, the Aridu Authority came through and took this planet from the Empire. I think we'll be able to defend anyways. But let's pause quickly. Or Tracy, let's get
Unit
Unrepentant, Duolingo's Revenge, and Relena.
Unit
Actually,
cancelled.
I will get those. Oh. Where can I build just the... I want them over here, but I also... Here, let's do
Unit in production.
those three there. And let's get Recreational McNukes,
Production.
Eagle's Nest, and Kiss My Axe over here.
Production.
Because I want this stuff with fighters so we can kill Kane a bit more easily.
System conquered.
They were just trying to pass through. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it.
Enemy unit sighted.
Okay, are you guys sure you want to stay? I'll give you until my units destroy all of yours to retreat.
Opening fire on the torpedo launchers.
This is going to force me to actually use hotkeys, isn't it?
Enemy Roger that. Coming around. So many targets, so little time. We'll hit the engines. Advancing on target. I'm hit. TIE squadron standing by. Ready for battle. Target locked. Getting a lock. Bombers standing for action. Going for their lasers. Intercepting.
Read any of Timothy Zenn's last two Thrones? Yeah, so I read the first one. I haven't read Alliances yet, but I do want to. I'm going to replace my copies of the Thrawn trilogy first, because I don't think I even own it anymore before I buy any other Star Wars books. Because right now I'm not spending any more money than I have to. But eventually I'll get those, and then I'll probably read Alliances after that.
Ready.
I actually did a video kind of reviewing the
Attack. Stay in formation.
first Thrawn new canon book.
Attack.
So that's on the channel somewhere, but
Advance. Get behind them. Copy. Where's the target?
alright.
Locking on.
Blow up these guys.
I copy.
Okay, so we should be secure here. Safe and secure. Oh, they were coming out from there too.
System lost.
But at least it's only the stuff that they have in there.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
Construction complete.
This is going to be a real drag trying to move stuff. Get it?
Battle imminent.
Kessel. Okay, so they're finally going for it. You know, the Empire tried this too, and it went worse for them with more units. So maybe you guys should, like, coordinate.
Armor standing by. Advancing.
We'll back you up.
Hey, Cade.
Advance.
Sensor
Armor
node
ready.
constructing.
It's them.
Construction complete.
Targeting enemy.
Support order acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Ready to go. Scouting. Engaging enemy.
Are they even landing their AT-AT? They're not.
I copy.
We are victorious.
They didn't want me to get the money. Alright, if they're going to be jerks about it, I'm going to take Tatooine.
Cruiser reporting.
Tactical battle imminent.
I'd kind of rather take Nalhutta and Jindine from them, but I'm assuming if we push in far enough to the south here, the New Republic will be able to handle this area. We just got to make it a bit easier for them on this side.
Inbound.
Well, that's rude.
Choose your reinforcements.
No one expects a hypervelocity gun on Tatooine.
Reinforcements.
Okay, shield scar,
Reinforcements
invincible. I
en
mean, can I turn you?
Ready. Moving.
Probably won't be able to make it, but
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
hey, it did it.
Stepping by.
Destination confirmed.
Captain.
Who was this? This Penguin Strikes Back. Lives to strike another day.
Orders received.
Target locked. Direct all fire on the shield
Eliminating
generator.
target.
Target locked.
Excellent shot. I have them now.
The lasers are our target.
Locking on.
Okay, we should be able to win before another HV gun shot, I hope. Unless they have two HV guns, in which case, maybe not.
Target priority is the laser target.
Awaiting orders.
Alright, never mind. They're leaving. We win.
I'm on them.
Goodbye now.
Moving ahead.
Let's hope they don't take Rhodia.
Invasion commencing.
Sassy Obi-Wan is only Obi-Wan. Oh, I forgot about this map.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, let's get Shin's Party Poopers and Pinkerton again.
Order acknowledged. Yes, Commander. Order, sir. Squad, advance.
Lancet standing by.
We'll just get him to flying over here.
Activated.
Has anyone purchased a shirt? I have. I think that's it. Thanks, Demarcus. I appreciate it.
Receiving orders.
There's two of my friends that I think will... I basically made them because they had been pressuring me to because they wanted one.
Squadron moving out.
And then I actually really liked how it came out, so I made one. I bought a shirt and a hoodie for myself.
Command received. Aerial artillery reporting. Right away. Ready for orders. At the ready.
We've secured the landing zone.
Ready to
Like, it doesn't cost me anything to have this store up. So if it's something that people wanted, then it's there. If nobody wants it, then I won't lose any sleep over it.
order acknowledged.
Reporting. Move out.
Form up.
How much will it make? I tried to put the margins relatively small so that
Sensor node.
they'd be more affordable. So I think I make something like $4 or $5 from a shirt and Just under 10 for a hoodie.
Heading out.
Copy. I copy. Let's go. Reporting. Keep going. Yes, sir. Yes, Commander.
I haven't bought a new sweater or hoodie since
Ready.
like early high school, so I figured I may as well.
Over there. Attacking. Firing.
Like the sweater I wear so my coat right now is more of like a fall coat. So what I do is I put on a hoodie under it so I can get the hood from that, and then I get the
Ready for
like extra thickness to the coat from that. But it's a hoodie that I've had since grade 9,
at the ready.
which I think that... How old are you in grade 9? Probably, what, 14? 15 maybe?
Time to go.
I have the target in sight. Ready to receive orders. As you wish. Comlink active. Squadron moving.
And I'm 26 now,
Lance it. Targeting.
so...
Heading for attack position.
Where did you get the name Corey Loses from? So there was there's a thing in the mod called Survival Mode, which we didn't really update for 2.2 that we still need to for 2.3. But one of the first preview videos I did was on the original, like, official Thrawn's Revenge channel for it. And I was recording it with some of the other devs, where they were watching me play through and talk about how the mode worked. But because of how it was set up at the time, I wasn't able to make it past the first wave. Like, I kept losing within the first wave and wasn't able to show how it worked. So we recorded that like 6 times before we got something usable. And I posted the outtakes from that with all the other attempts and called the video Corey Sucks at Surviving. So it became just a bit of a meme that I couldn't play video games, and that sort of became the theme for the channel when I started it.
Let's go.
Well, it helps that when I got the sweater, it was too big for me.
Keep going.
Like, I'm only 5'10",
Firing.
Unit destroyed.
and I...
Destroyed.
Yes, Commander. Over there.
It worked. Worked out.
Right away. Moving to that
Ready.
area, sir.
Engines activated. Receiving orders. As you wish. Engaging. Lancet standing by.
There we go. I used to be so much thinner. I've gained a lot of weight since I stopped working at McDonald's. Because I used to just not eat anything and do nothing, which balanced out. But then I started working at McDonald's, and I was always active with that, because there's a lot of like carrying boxes and stuff that you got to do, or that I had to do.
We're on our way.
So that was probably the best shape I was in my life when I worked at McDonald's. But then after that, for the census, I started doing... That was my first desk job. So I was sitting around more.
Heavy cruiser standing by.
I need to turn this down a little bit. I don't know if it's too loud for you guys, but it's really loud for me. But yeah, so that was my first desk job.
In here.
And that didn't help.
Choose your reinforcements.
But then when I moved in with my parents, when my mom got sick...
Roger that.
I was stuck in my room, was doing this full time, so I was always at my desk. I couldn't really go anywhere because of where we lived. I just would sit around all the time.
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
Luckily, I have a really good metabolism, so that helps.
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route. Target.
Alright, we're just going to get everyone to focus on the Valaduja.
What's with all this sitting around? Open fire.
One of my goals for the year is to try to like run more. Like, I bought a bike when I moved back up to Ottawa in the summer. I went out with it once, locked it up in the bike rack outside, went to use it again like 2 days later, and someone had stolen it. So that was disappointing. It was like $200. Made me very sad. So I have decided not to buy another bike while I live here. I have an exercise bike, but I mostly just use that as a clothes hanger. I'd like to get a new one, because it's one I just found. Someone was trying to throw it out, so I found it by a dumpster and just dragged it inside, which isn't great. So once I can afford to live alone again, and I'll have a second bedroom set up as an office instead of being my roommate's room, then I'll probably get a better exercise bike and put it in the living room or something, or leave it in my room. I'll figure something out. Or I guess if I get another bike, I could just keep it in my apartment or on my balcony. That would work. And you gotta drag it in and out all the time. Oh no, actually, I did get to use it twice, because I went out just for a regular bike ride once, then I used it to get groceries another time. So basically, it paid for itself. It's fine. Oh god, Alex Jones. What a guy.
Where'd he come from? Someone cover me! I got fighters on me. This is bad. Those torpedoes paid enough for this.
Oh well, I did have a bike lock. They just cut the lock.
Get over here and help. I have them now. Go after the straggler. I'm under attack. I'm running out of maneuvers.
Alright, we should be able to take this out before it kills the Lucre Hulk, I'm hoping. Let's make sure we're hitting the turbo lasers, though.
They've got us targeted. I'm losing my engine.
Okay, now you go up there.
Locking on.
Assault frigate here. Target those lasers.
Intercepting. Enemies in range.
You send it. There we go.
How about a little help? Eliminating target. Can anyone else see him? I'm getting torn apart.
The lasers are our target.
Where are you?
Our target priority is the laser. All fire on those ions. The lasers are our target.
Enemies in range. Target locked. Eliminating target.
Enemy spotted.
Alright.
Excellent shot.
Roger that.
When I worked at McDonald's, there used to be a bike rack outside the building, but then for whatever reason, the owners of the McDonald's took it away. So employees who had no choice but to bike to work started like bringing their bikes into the crew room in the back. So they'd come in the back door with it and put it in there. Like, it never went through the restaurant or anything. And when the regional manager and the owner came in, they're like, "You can't do that, get it out of there," and was basically telling people, like, you have to leave your bike outside where you can't lock it up or not bring your bike. But they knew that a lot of their employees didn't have cars, so the manager ended up like arguing for hours with them to like either put the bike rack back or to accept that there's going to be bikes in the break room. All right, I'm gonna save. Let's do 27, 27-1. Okay, there we go. That should be better. I was playing Rocksmith earlier, and that always resets my microphone volume to like 98%, which is not great. But we should be good to go here, so hello there, everyone. And welcome to Corey Loses, where today we are going to be continuing our CSA playthrough in Imperial Civil War 2. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, I could go on for just hours of all the reasons I think the people I worked for were the dumbest in the world.
Adjusting course.
And then it never stops. It just...
Started. Building under construction.
It's a bad road for me to go down.
Invasion commencing.
You have a degree? Yeah, so I did, I have a degree in history and political science. I did my undergrad. I was going to do a master's degree, and then I was going to do a college program for computer programming. But then I had to move away and didn't have the money for it, so I never did pass my undergrad. Yeah, I went to like cough a lot, so I muted my mic, and I ended up pressing play on the YouTube video, but it wasn't muted, so you guys had to hear everything again.
They're in this direction.
At the ready. I have the target in sight. Reporting in.
All right, men, take cover.
Alright, let's get the air tech in here.
Ready to receive orders.
Is it? Oh.
We've lost a landing zone.
How long do I think I'll stream? My goal was to go for about 2 hours. I was thinking about going a bit longer, but I need to get somewhere before it closes at 9. So I can't go too much longer. I'd ideally like this playthrough to be done within the next month. So we can get into Fall of the Republic sooner. Or be ready to get into Fall of the Republic at least.
Roger that.
And there's some other stuff I want to do. There we go. Revenant, you may want to look away when we look back up north at the fleet.
Receiving your transmission. Attacking.
You will find only pain.
Reporting. Attack. Yes, sir. Fire.
I think the longest LP we had so far was 42 episodes for one of the Greater Maldrude ones. But I think most of those episodes were only half an hour. So we're getting there with this. The last Empire's End playthrough was pretty long with the Empire, but that was also the first time showing off a lot of the era changes, which obviously the CSA doesn't have, so once we start adding in more story stuff, there'll be more to go as the story, or as the campaign goes as well, but Right now, that's not the case.
I'm at your disposal.
I'm at your disposal,
Waiting
King.
orders. This way. Bombing run available.
What will be the following playthroughs? So yeah, I just kind of alluded to the
Armed and ready.
Father Republic stuff, but so we're going to be doing the community challenge for a while. That'll probably take a while. We've got the NJO series that'll. It seems like it'll probably end after this weekend. I don't think it'll be longer than 3 or 4 episodes, and I'd like to do Phoenix Rising as well. But then we will be getting into the Fall of the Republic stuff, depending on how that pans out with some of the other people. We're getting close to being able to actually play the mod. I'd like 2 more CIS ground units, and then there's 3 heroes that I really want to get done before we start doing any previews with that. Oh, you shouldn't be here.
How can I
It's like I want to make sure that the AAT and I guess that's really it that needs to be done before we can start looking at it. A lot of the walkers are done. A lot of the Republic ground and space units are done. A lot of the CIS core space rosters done. It's just like heroes like Dooku, Anakin, and Obi-Wan that I feel like need to be done before we start looking at it.
Let's move out.
So that's probably going to start in March. And I'd like to coordinate it with Captain Shaq, where he's going to be doing a Republic playthrough while I'm doing the CIS, and then I'll do the CIS, or I'll do the Republic after that as well. But that's the plan, at least, if he's still open to it. And some point after that, or even during that, we'll be doing an Imperial playthrough. So the CSA playthrough here is going to be the last ICW playthrough for a little while, preview playthrough. Unless you want to count the community challenge. But there will be Fall of the Republic going on for a while, and then the Imperial playthrough will start in ICW, looking at even more of the changes after that. So I am going to put up a poll pretty soon for patrons for which era they want to do the CSA or the Empire playthrough starting in, because you can now start in different eras. Like you can select which era to start in for the progressive GCs. So that poll should be going up relatively soon, I think.
Are victorious.
Yeah, the AAT will have full armament.
Planetary control achieved.
Yeah, Era 5 would be the most difficult to do. And it'd be all against the New Republic. I'd probably lose. I feel like that would be our biggest risk of losing. Because it'd be the first testing of that setup. But, yeah. Are we going to be able to do... Kane? So if people want to start in Era 5 and not see any of the other changes earlier on,
Complete.
that's their prerogative, I guess. I feel like Shadowhand will probably win. It'll probably start in Era 3. That'd be my guess. Thanks, Josh. Thanks again.
Enemy forces ahead.
Like the Era 5 start for the progressive GCs is definitely going to be really hard for the Empire. Probably one of the harder GCs in the mod. Oh, look at that. They've replaced their stuff. How did you build that when you didn't have a station? This is worse than it was. Yeah, let's see if we can kill Grant and then leave.
Reinforcements en route.
I don't see a world in which we kill Kane with this fleet right now.
We'll be there shortly. Heading out.
But Grant, I think we can do.
IPV reporting. Awaiting command.
Gonna go Zontis to kill these bombers. Yeah, I knew they wouldn't lose the stations without rebuilding, but I thought the Valaduja required a station level to build. I'm pretty sure it does, and they didn't have one last time.
Destroy the engines. Weapons charged.
Reporting in, sir.
Take out the iron cannons.
Okay, we'll definitely get the command bonus out of here from Grant.
Yes, sir. Active.
I can't wait for this stuff to be on different levels. Maybe I'll do that before next week's episode. What about GF? What about GF?
Eliminating target.
Coordinate with Shaq, is that why you're both playing the same faction round at the same time in both AO2? No, that was a coincidence. With Shaq communication, it's more... it's specifically stuff we've talked about with doing Fall of the Republic stuff, which are tentative plans, but he's a busy guy, so you never know.
Target those.
It depends on how well it all lines up with what he's already planning to do, which I'm not really privy to. Yeah, I kind of blew through that Empire playthrough pretty quickly.
Priority is the laser cannons.
Once you get some of the later game stuff from the Empire, and their economy is so strong too, there's just nothing that can stand up to you. Because you're not as vulnerable to the AI's tactics, or the Black Sun and Rebellion's strengths as the AI is.
Ready to blow something up. Target those lasers. I got fighters on me. Target locked.
Alright. Grant is dead. A lot of these fighters are going to be dead.
Our target priority is the laser cannons. Eliminating target. I'm on them. Let's get moving. Fire! Where's the target? Bomber squad in formation. Get behind them. I have them down. I'm on them. Excellent shot. I got
How many hours of playtime does Steam say you have for Empire War? I think somewhere around 1,000. I can check after this battle. I'm going to save again after this battle, and I'll check while it's loading, or while it's saving. But I only started using the Steam version of Empire at War when I built my computer in 2016. Before that, I was always using the disc version. So it's not accurate.
TIE squadron here. Attack.
I've also used the GOT version for stuff.
Back around for another run. Excellent.
Like, you guys have seen a lot of my actual Empire at War playing. Because before the channel, I wouldn't do really full playthroughs. I'd go and test what I was working on. I wouldn't like finish the GC. I'd set it up so that I could test the thing I wanted to test, and then that'd be most of it.
Shoot him down. Targeting. Skipway blast boat here.
So a lot of what's been on the channel is really how I play, or how much I've played.
Firing. Weapons charged.
Alright, we killed Grant. Kane is coming.
Can anyone else see him? Where are you?
Let's get these guys over here.
Where's our cover? Where'd he come from? Ah, I can't take another hit like that. This is bad. Ready for command.
It's a lot of fighters. I don't know if we have the bombers to make up for that right now. You know what? Z95s. Kill those fighters.
Awaiting your command.
We still have our Gozantes, or at least one squad of them. Yeah, we have both. The other one's right over there.
I got fighters on me. Get over here now.
We've only lost... Oh, we've lost none of the Gozantes.
I can't stay out here. I'm running out of maneuvers.
Have you ever been to Europe? I've been to Scotland. I stayed in Glasgow for about a week in 2017 with my friend. And I was in Edinburgh for a couple days of that as well. Or for one day, actually, not a couple days.
How about a little help? I'm getting torn apart. I'm in a tight
Lasers
spot.
are our target.
Okay, let's see if we can destroy this.
Cruiser here.
You guys come up here so you're not getting shot at by the ISD. You're not good at killing ISDs, you're only good at killing fighters. You go around up that way.
Can anyone else see him?
Ready for battle.
Shoot him down. Where are you?
Your tractor beam has no power here.
Frequency open. Enemies in
Okay.
range.
You're probably going to be good at a range up there.
Choose your reinforcements.
Gladiator at your command.
I'm less concerned about Reaper than I was. Our fighters are doing their job.
He's online. Going for
Oh no, it's going to go off the map again. Like the Viscount did that time.
Roger that.
Yeah, Steam is like the definitive EAW version now, which it's kind of annoying because they just released a version for Origin, which is the GOG version. And the more they make it available with the, or not, it's the version that's not the Steam version, which has all the updates. And the more they make that available, or the more they release other stuff like that, people are just gonna think because it's the newest that it'd have all the new updates, but it doesn't. So, okay, I need to be able to select the stuff, so you need to get back on the map. I need to destroy the hard points on this side. Okay, if I angle the camera, I can.
Target those lasers.
The lasers are our target.
We destroy the turbo lasers on one side, it's not as much of a threat. There we go.
Daddy, the Star Destroyer reporting. All guns, fire on the engines.
Ready for battle.
That was really nice in Glasgow. The biggest thing for me, like the biggest difference that I really noticed, one of the biggest things, was that in North America, you get a lot of the ads for food where, like, it's obviously stand-in plastic stuff, and then you go and you find the real thing, even with candy, and it just looks so much worse. But everything in all the shops I saw in Glasgow, it just looked like everything looked delicious, and I don't even like food that much.
Reporting in.
Reporting in, sir. Firing, sir.
Okay, hopefully we don't lose Kryn here. I mean, she's not in any immediate danger, but just because once aggressive negotiations is down, she might be.
The laser cannons.
Because Kane is now spinning around. So I'm just going to try to get her further over this way. And make sure we keep hitting the weapons on this side.
Some action.
The lasers are our target.
ISD is down, so I'm going to get this one to come up there. You can come up there as well.
Ready for laser cannons.
Gladiator at your command.
Copy.
They're still spewing out a lot of fighters with what they have.
What's with all this sitting around? Skip Ray reporting.
Whereas we're going to be running out. Yeah, I need to get the prey birds to take out some of the fighters over here. Rather than using their missiles against that.
Roger that.
Daddy, the Star Destroyer reporting.
Oh no. He's gone off screen. He's back.
The lasers are our target.
Taking fire. Commander, they're hitting us.
That edge of map fade is not helpful.
Get behind them.
Stop it.
Gateway blast boat here.
Stay on the map.
They're as good as gone.
Where'd he go?
If Republic at War updates, will you do a playthrough? Potentially. Like we're already going to be doing So with this community challenge, then our own Fall of the Republic, CIS and Republic playthroughs, then the Imperial playthrough. I'd like to do 1 or 2 Phoenix Rising playthroughs, and then depending on what other mods update.
Target those lasers.
It'd probably be a while before I can fit other stuff in, and then maybe AOTR will update in that time. There'd probably have to be some pretty significant changes before I do another one as well. So it'd probably be a while, depending on when that would release as well. Maybe one of the raw sub mods. I'm not sure.
The lasers are our target.
Enemies in range.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Going for the ion cannons.
Getting a lock. Intercepting. Regroup for another attack.
Take out the iron cannons.
Alright, we lost one of our Invincibles.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Targeting the laser.
I probably should have just retreated after we killed Grant.
Primary going for their lasers. Target those lasers.
The lasers are our
Roger
target.
that. Going for their
Okay,
lasers.
let's just keep hitting those guys.
Where's our cover?
Our target priority is the
Home
laser cannons.
bay has been destroyed.
They're gonna keep over what? No, I think we're actually doing okay with fighters.
The lasers
We've
are our
lost our
target.
turbo lasers. Ready for action. Target those lasers.
Skip Razor coming back. A lot of the turbos on this side are going down.
Our target priority
I think we
is the
can
laser cannons.
still kill her.
The lasers are our target.
I've got it. Target those lasers.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Z95s are doing better than I thought they would.
Send
Alright.
the coordinates. Going for their lasers.
The lasers are our target. Our target priority is
Ready
the
to
laser
blow
cannons.
something up. Target those lasers. Let's get moving.
Alright, Lucre Hulk, kill the Venator.
Where's the target? Going for their lasers.
I'd be okay with losing Kryn for killing Kane.
Time to go. Nowhere to run. Target those lasers.
The lasers are our target. Our target priority is the
Come on, just kill it.
The lasers
About
are
some
our
action.
target.
Going for their lasers.
Eliminating target.
What's with all this sitting around?
Yes, Commander.
Make sure you guys are doing what you gotta do.
Target those lasers.
There's still one turbo laser on this side. Get over there, because you are supposed to be killing that Venator for us. It's had like no shields forever.
Our target priority is the laser cannons. The missile launchers are the primary target.
Excellent.
Directing all fire at the missile launchers.
Skip ray blast boat here. Going for their lasers.
Still so many hard points. Okay, there. Now you do that.
Ready. Open fire. Stay in formation. Get behind.
Gotta fire.
I have them now.
Armed and ready. Target those lasers. Going for their lasers.
Comlink active. Setting up my run, sir.
I got fighters on me.
I'm on
No, they killed all my fighters. Z95s didn't last.
Weapons
This could be it.
target those lasers. Time to
Fuck, we're not gonna be able to kill it.
fire at will. Going for their lasers. Active. Target those lasers. Locking on.
If it weren't for the Valadusha fighters, this would be going so much better.
Weapons online. They're all ours.
Enemies in range.
Roger that. Going for their lasers.
The lasers are our target.
Target locked.
Ready for action.
Eliminating target.
Target those lasers. Going for their lasers.
Excellent shot. Attack formation.
Where? There.
Eyes reporting in. Coming around.
I want to draw them over.
Our primary target is those iron
Locking
lines.
on.
The Architens actually does do a lot of damage on its own, too.
Scan the coordinates. Target those lasers.
Attacking target.
Ready to blow something up.
Should've just left with Kane, or with Grant dead.
Let's get moving.
Commander, they're hitting us. Where'd he go?
Attacking the ion cannons.
Our target priority is the laser cannons.
Where's the target? Going for the ion cannons.
I can't retreat with the Lucrehulk. Engines are gone. That's why I didn't retreat earlier, because Kryn lost her engines. We didn't even get... Oh, that sucks. The Executor with the Valadusha fighters backing it up is too much.
Assault frigate here. Cruiser
But now we have more ships we can build. No, I didn't want to move that. I wanted to drag them down to another planet. This mouse needs to die.
Construction complete.
Let's get
Starting.
Capital Shipyard there as well.
Complete.
What's the PA at? 16%. We're probably down to like 7? No, we're at 13.
Construction complete. Tactical battle imminent.
We've located the enemy.
Is this the first Vigil we fought? Now that it has an actual skin instead of when it was just green in the last playthrough? Or in the Aradu playthrough? Not the last playthrough.
Reinforcements.
Is that gonna turn around? Or are they gonna... They are gonna come for us. That's good. Alright. Shield Scar.
En route.
Fury.
Reinforcements en route.
Wraith. This fleet would have killed Kane entirely.
Reinforcements en route.
But Kryn's was just
Reinforcements.
worn down from taking over the rest of the PA.
Reinforcements en route. Enemies in range. Target locked. Getting a lock.
Right away. Moving out. The lasers are our
We have in fact lost all 3 heroes.
heading out. All out. Setting course. Let's move out. Take out the iron cannons.
Time to go.
Skip raise. Let's get Go after the Praetor.
Get over here and help.
Eliminating target. Intercept.
Form up.
Falling out of formation. Attacking. I'm on them.
Our primary target is those iron cannons. Awaiting
It's nice of them to have come out to us. Rather than... We could have killed them more easily if they were just, like, trailing back towards the station. But where's the fun in that?
Targeting. Excellent shot. Get behind them. I have them now.
Any ETA on 2.3 release? So we don't announce release dates until the mod is basically done. It's pretty much impossible to know until that point. Like, even with 2.2, we announced a release date. I think we announced, what was it, a March release date or April release date when we entered beta phase, and we still had to delay it by over a month. And we were only a month away from the point that we announced the release date at, because the EAW save issues came up. So that's generally why we don't want to announce release dates. Like, even if you know exactly how much stuff you have to do, it's impossible to know how much time you're going to have to work on it, because it's a hop, like, it's all done in spare time. And it isn't even possible to know how much there is to do. So there's way too many variables to even give an estimate. Any estimate we give is guaranteed to be wrong. Like, super wrong.
Intercepting. Form up. Take down their shields.
Skip ray reporting. Gaining on the enemy.
But we don't go farther than announcing the start of, like, the preview playthroughs. Because with that, it doesn't have to be finished. I can just start playing.
Skip ray blast boat here.
Awaiting orders.
2.3 will probably come out after the first Fall of the Republic release, though. That I'm fairly certain of. But even that could be incorrect. How much longer are you playing a stream? Almost another hour. A little bit less, probably. So do got to get to that thing before it closes, and it'll take like 45 minutes to get there.
Active. Weapons online. All right.
I'm on them.
Okay, there we go. We killed something.
Command.
Planetary control achieved. Tactical battle imminent.
Akbar. You're supposed to stay home.
Cruiser
I'm helping you guys. Where are we approaching? Transitory miss. Which transitory mist are you approaching?
Enemy fleet approaching.
Both transitory mists and Yaga Minor, maybe?
Fleet approaching.
We're on the move.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh boy. I'm not okay with this. Oh, and they have an interdictor, too. Maybe the script is off for that? CSA has the Gladiator because it's basically an old surplus unit. Interdictor in here? It is. Ooh, it's right at the front, though. Oh god. This is awful.
I'm under attack.
Blow up the interdictor so we can leave.
They've got us
There we go.
This is bad.
Alright.
How about a little help? Can anyone else see him?
Enemies in range. Retreat.
You can have it. I don't want it.
Are you?
The shields aren't holding.
Another hit like
Our
that.
engines are gone.
Ugh.
Someone cover me.
The launch bay is gone.
Stay out here.
Our launch bay
fighters
has
on
been
me.
destroyed.
I'm running out of maneuvers.
Our turbo laser batteries have been disabled. We've lost our turbo lasers.
Stragglers.
We lost CSM and Melody's Pride.
System lost. Tactical battle imminent.
Minor Alto Basque is attacking with 2 secutors. That's going to be a no. Get aggressive negotiations. We'll get all these 5 capital ships for this new fleet. You guys may as well park on the ground there because it's going to be a while before we can attack anyone up here.
Let's go.
Construction complete.
Alright, I'm going to leave this fleet here still for defense. The only place we're going to go on the offensive right now is down in the south. So we'll try to take Sluis Fan, and that'll be... Is that going to be their only capital ship producing planet in this area? It is. That might be it for Ariadu's capital. Nope, they have Scarl and they have Chardon. And Jindine. But that's at least separated from this. Ryloth. No, oh my god. I need to click on stuff, thank you, mouse.
Tactical battle imminent.
The enemy is approaching.
It is super duper frustrating. Yeah, so
Starter reporting.
when I say we're going to attack stuff, we're not going to attack this stuff anymore. They can keep this stuff. We're just going to leave. It was a misunderstanding.
Heading there now, sir. Yes, sir. On our way.
This is a very nice fleet you have, and you're allowed to keep it. I don't want it.
Calculating.
I want you to have it. Okay, so we'll go for Utapau instead, maybe. I want to move you so you're not in space when we get attacked. This isn't supposed to be the hard part of the game. Mouse, please. Oh my god.
Tactical battle imminent.
Oh my god. This mouse is garbage.
Transport ready. Transport standing by. Moving out. On my way.
Retreat in progress.
Alright, so maybe we'll go for some RAF 6 to really cut them off. There we go, look at that. Look at how easily that went. Oh, it's happening again.
Enemy fleet
There.
approaching.
Orgesso asteroids. No, they're coming this way.
Tactical battle imminent.
The Republic's trying to take Onager from us. They're sending stuff down from past. They've had enough time up there to maybe build up a decent force.
Awaiting orders.
But I need to leave it because when the playthrough started, we hadn't fixed the other bug yet.
Forward! Right away.
We'll cover you.
Moving out.
Order acknowledged. Over there. Moving out. Advancing.
Let's get AA there.
Constructing. Sensor node.
Sensor there.
Turret constructing.
Commander.
Construction complete.
Squad, move out.
Turret constructing.
Order, sir.
Construction complete.
Right away, sir.
Turret
The enemy has been
constructing.
spotted.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Reporting.
All right.
Form up. Heading out.
Awaiting orders.
They're bombing the Nogri.
Turret constructing.
It's an interesting choice. Okay, let's see if we can catch them when they're fighting the other stuff then.
Construction
Let's
complete.
move out.
Providing backup.
Let's go. Keep going. This
Enemy
way.
bombardment
behind
is
you.
Did they lose to the Nogri? They did. It's impressive. Alright, this fleet should get to Sinraf 6.
Battle imminent. System lost. Tactical battle imminent.
Another Praetor. That's 4 that we've seen.
Enemy unit sighted.
Their torpedo sphere.
Choose your reinforcements.
Alright, let's drop a little bit further back. So Wraith,
En route.
Fury,
Reinforcements en route. Reinforcements en route.
Shield Scar.
Reinforcements cancelled. Reinforcements en route.
Torpedo sphere is pretty high up on the list of stuff that needs to get redone.
Reinforcements en route.
Flank speed. Moving ahead. Coming about.
I'm on them.
Roger that. So many targets, so little time. Ready for action. I've spotted them. Send the coordinates.
Considered Praetor limits? No, I don't think that's necessary for Praetors.
Commencing attack run. Attacking the lasers.
Alright, let's try to get stuff in range to actually shoot them.
Ready to blow something up.
Ready. Target those lasers.
So for next week's stream, the 2 things I think I really need to do are adjust the Z layer, the Z layers for our capital ships,
Opening fire.
and fix my mouse, or replace my mouse.
Let's get moving. Locking on.
Changing course to intercept.
Take out the iron cannons.
Get over here and
Our
help.
primary target is those iron cannons. The lasers are our target.
Where's the target? Target those lasers.
Acquiring target.
Time to go. Open fire.
Right, you guys go help him.
How about some action? I'm under attack. What's with all this sitting around? I'm losing my engine.
Target priority is laser cannons.
Skip ray reporting.
I'm getting torn apart.
Yeah, you guys get in range there. The Praetor's almost dead, so I'm gonna send the skip rays after the Golan 2.
They've got us targeted. Shoot them down.
Because by the time they get to the torpedo sphere, they're probably gonna be
Our cover.
unnecessary.
Boat here.
These ones can though.
Where are you? I can't take another hit like that. Where'd he come from? This is bad. Someone cover me. I'm not paid enough for
The
this.
lasers are our target. Batteries online.
Roger that.
1095s, go for that.
Our primary target is those ion cannons.
I got fighters on me. Get over here and help. I'm under attack. I can't stay out here. I'm running out
Take
of
out the
maneuvers.
ion cannons.
I'm hit. I'm losing my engine. I'm getting torn apart.
Primary target is the
I'm in a tight spot. They've got us
Connor from STA3 actually did a Praetor 1 model, so he kind of modified the basic design of the Praetor 2 to fit as the Praetor 1, which before we were just going to use the Praetor 2 model for. Because there's no official design. So I'm going to hopefully finish rigging that tonight as well. And yeah, that should be cool.
Weapons ready.
And I think I'm going to start an Ascendancy series for tomorrow, which I still need to record. So,
Someone cover me. I got
busy
fighters
day.
on me. I can't stay out here.
weapons charged.
Get over here and help. I'm running
We haven't worked in the minor faction stuff yet.
losing my engine.
I've been starting to do that, so I have a lot of the files from the base game converted over, which obviously wouldn't be the mod relevant minor factions yet. So I'm gonna try to get one or two of those done tonight before recording it.
Enemies in range.
Destroy the engines. Target locked.
And I was ignoring that conversation, Kumar.
Intercepting. I copy. I copy. The lasers are our target.
Alright, Praetor's down. Golan's down, Death Egg's down.
Reporting. Reporting.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This is just...
Yes, Commander. Awaiting orders. Sir, the primary target.
I just want to select stuff.
Active.
You know what, just Control A, screw it. I don't want to select everything, but
Got us targeted.
Get behind them.
I'm not paid enough for this.
may as well at this point.
How about a little help? Can anyone else see him? I can't stay out here. Where are you? I'm running out of maneuvers. I'm losing my engine. I can't take another hit like that. I'm getting torn apart.
Coming around.
I'm in a tight spot.
Eliminating
Shoot him
target.
down.
Direct all fire on the shield generator.
Hey, Patrick.
Target reporting. Ready to engage. Cannons on.
Reporting in, sir.
Intercepting.
Heading out.
Locking on.
Maybe I'll just stop at Walmart when I go to Billings and get a new mouse. This is... 'cause I was going to use the one that I've been using on my laptop, but I don't love that one. It's wireless. It was just the cheapest one I could get, so I don't have to use a trackpad. But this has been getting worse every day.
Fighters on me.
Commander, they're hitting us. Eliminating target.
Ready for battle. Attack position.
Target locked. Excellent.
Get over here and help. I'm under attack.
Locking on. Stay in formation. Get behind them.
Room. So I guess the ideal way to do this would be to go from Sinraf 6 to Aridu.
Tactical battle imminent.
Try to go down that line. Oh, that's not good.
Copy. Over there.
On it, sir. Ready. Squad, advance. An abandoned turbo laser tower.
Okay, let's get turrets here. No, this one can be a sensor.
Constructing.
Roger.
It can be another turret.
Construction complete.
Ooh, look at that. I found a sensor with my sensor.
Turret constructing.
Look, sir, it's them.
It is them.
We've secured an abandoned
Always
sensor
ready,
array.
sir. Fire.
Construction
On my way.
complete.
Scanning area. On the move.
I think we can kill a lot of these storm commandos before they get in.
Our base is under
Target
attack.
acquired. Let's go.
I may ultimately end up going
Enemy spotted.
shorter than I intended to, just because of the
I copy.
mousal issues.
On it, sir.
Come on, man, this way.
Hostile. Moving out.
Okay, let's walk up behind this guy.
Fall out. Let's move out.
Oh no, he's onto me. No, the walls aren't actual walls.
Reporting.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Nope.
Yes, commander.
You get nope. You get nope. You get nope. You get nope. You got no. You got no. You got no. You got no. You.
Armor.
There we go. Oh boy.
Reporting in. Roger that. Fall out. Inputting coordinates. Armor ready. Spread out, man. Awaiting orders.
These are like all anti-infantry weapons, so it's not going to be great.
Ready to roll.
We were actually talking in the team chat about some of the extra similar changes for that. For the palace there. Potentially some EU style changes.
Cores locked. Scanning area. Reporting.
Alright, did we kill that AT-AT then? I mean, we haven't yet, obviously, but we are killing it. We're trying to capture that one with another AT-AT.
Enemy bombardment is ready.
Oh no.
Base is under attack.
Attack that target. Yes, sir. Attacking target. Avoiding fire. Fire at will. Yes, Commander.
Alright, we killed one.
Keep going.
Can we kill this one? Can we lure this one in?
Over there. Scouting.
Unit destroyed.
On my
Come over here. Oh, I don't think I actually changed the range on these when I changed the other ground ranges. So we may not be able to do that.
An abandoned
Oh, I did.
laser tower.
Okay, never mind.
spreading out.
Go turbo laser.
Yes, sir. On the move.
You guys have got to stay there, though. Actually, you guys have rockets. You guys have got to stay there. Everyone else go attack it.
Ready to go. Awaiting orders.
Ready for battle. Our base is under attack. We lost the abandoned turbo laser tower. The enemy has been defeated.
Yay! I call most memes shit, Gumar, so...
Constructing.
Cobra Sky. Oh, this will be an easy one.
Roger that. Adjusting navigation.
We can just go straight in for this, I think. Well, that's really unfortunate for them.
We'll cover you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. So, let's pause for a second, and we're going to need to build up a little bit more. What do we want to build up with? Or Tracy, let's get Men of Harlech back and Visible Hand back. Then we'll also queue up Penguin Strikes Back and Orthus for them with Sensational. Huh. Alright, so I think we will leave it there for today, so I can deal with the mouse thing. And then next time we'll probably go longer. But yeah, so thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the first very costly CSA stream there. We took a few planets down here, but we did lose Kryn's entire fleet and Kryn herself, which was our third hero loss of the playthrough. Very, very sad, I guess. But yeah, so thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.